Hey guys, my companion traders. It is Saturday, August 24th. Update on BTC. Last we discussed when I made the video was we had recently taken July low. We didn't actually. We were waiting. Sorry, we were waiting to take July low. Target was 48,000. We hit 48,000. I still think we're in limbo. We're not really doing much. Again, guys, reminder: July low. I have a broken hand, so everything's gonna be a little slower today. Unfortunately, I'm only using my left, which is not my dominant hand. July low, July high. We are still in this particular range. This is strictly just chop. I think. What am I doing, man? I think that altcoins are gonna go in a beautiful mini low pump cycle right now. I'll go over some altcoins afterwards, but most importantly, right now I want to talk about BTC and what I think is potentially taking place right now. Just for a visual, I'm not here to sell you a fake dream, right? Quarter to quarter move, strictly quarter to quarter move. If you look at it from a higher time perspective, without going on the lower time frames, get rid of the monthly because we don't need it, right? Go to the daily time frame just so you get an idea of where we are. What do we technically do? Absolutely nothing. Ever since we opened up the year, which was going to be the yearly high, right now is $73,000, right? Currently, we're still in 2024. The yearly high is $73,000. The yearly low is 38,000. So we are technically in this particular year-to-year range. It obviously doesn't really make any. Hold on, there we go. It's gonna be current year range. I'm gonna make the different colors so we get a better idea of where we stand from a visual perspective. And then let's go here, here, boom, and top. Okay, so it doesn't really benefit anything to talk about top. Okay, it doesn't really benefit any of us to talk about all-time highs yet. Personally speaking, I know better. I'm not. I'm more convinced and more interested in seeing the price go to a full-blown reset before I could assume that we're going to go to all-time high. If we go to all-time high from here, which if we do, we do. I'm going to be completely wrong, but if we do happen to go to all-time high from here, it's going to end up being a deviation, which is going to lead to another lower low. That's what I think, personally speaking. Obviously, I can't predict what's going to happen, but I'm betting on the fact that if we're strictly playing from a quarterly to quarterly perspective, we did a phenomenal move where we took the liquidity in the previous quarter, right here, and we are, again, guys, keep in mind, I'm using my left hand, which sucks, this particular little wick, and we should technically go for the July high and also the quarterly high, the previous quarterly high, which is sitting at $72,000. That is what happens in a typical range to range play, but I can't see BTC going all the way up here at $72,000 and not going and making a deviation up here. In the event that that happens, that's going to be very bearish for us. Altcoins are going to get clobbered again, and we're going to make lower lows across the whole board. So the healthier move, the healthier move, if we go to the 5-day order block, boom. The healthier move is to come down here. Technically is the healthier move. I'm going to highlight this. I'll put this in the Discord so we could all have it. Don't worry. 5-day. Bullish. Even though none of us want to see BTC come down this low because it's going to basically crush the market, which I am in agreement with you. I don't want it to go that low, but keep in mind, the quicker we go down to low 40s, the quicker we can start our ascend up to all-time highs. If you get rid of everything and you only have the order block indicator on, get rid of the PTPA concept, you're sitting on under a bearish 5-day order block. This is bearish, which also got rejected from a previous bearish 5-day order block. Go to a new chart, open this up, so this way I can draw on it. Now, what do we see here? This is your first 5-day bearish order block, and this is the original one that rejected us and made us create a lower low. To me, market structure is broken. To me, market structure got broken here. This is not a V reversal to me. I don't think it is. I could be wrong, but I don't think it is. No matter what I do, no matter how I paint this, I am biased, even though I do want us to go up. Trust me, guys, I did not sell the top, man. I got caught into this. I got caught. I did not sell the top. I got rocked. A lot of my altcoins made lower lows, so it's not like I'm a perma bear. Trust me, my port was minus 80%. I'm being honest. So, Personally speaking, based off of the oscillators and price action, what I'm thinking is taking place right now is we're going to get a rejection somewhere here and come all the way back here to $58,000. At that point, I'll make another video at 58,000 if we can create support there and go sideways at 58. But this has to happen after the open of the monthly after the monthly open in September. It can't happen in August, right? Because you want to start a fresh month. And honestly, I don't mind if we chop around all of September, consolidate, and start October 1st, which is the new quarter, with a sweep of the previous quarter to turn us into basically a bull trend for all-time highs. So anyway, 58,000 is my mark right now. If we get rejected here, I want to see 58,000 hold. If 58,000 holds over here, then I will load up on altcoins. I'm roughly between 20 to 25% invested right now from the new capital that I wanted to bring into the market. Again, I'm gonna repeat myself. I ended up riding a lot of altcoins back down, man. I lost a lot of money. I didn't sell, but I lost a lot of value for US dollar. So I'm bringing new capital into the market. I invested roughly about 20-25% at the time being. I bought some shit coins. I told you guys in Discord. At that 58K mark, when we go and retest it, I need to see what happens with price. If I see that the oscillators are fairly reset, and I see what I want to see, I will unload the remainder money that I have. If not, I will wait until we get a third bottom. It's probably going to be, this is your first wick, this is going to be your second wick, and we're going to get a third wick somewhere down here, which is going to lead to your $44,000 before the ultimate move back up to all-time highs. Again, two different scenarios that I'm watching. I don't know. I can't predict what's going to happen, but this is exactly what I'm looking at right now. We're under a 5-day bearish order block. I can't ignore that, guys. I cannot ignore that. That's scary for me. And if you look at it from a quarterly perspective, quarter to quarter, we didn't do anything significant, guys. Like, what do? We bounced off a daily order block, which is bullish, right? The daily bullish order block. It's gray right here. I should make it green for your visual. Hold on. Let me... It's so hard to freaking do this with one hand, man. Green, supply, red. Okay, this is gonna be easier. See, green is bullish right now. All right, so we didn't really do anything. July high is still sitting over here at $69,000. Let's go back to the other chart, right? July high is still sitting at 60, whatever this is, 69.8 or 70,000. We're under a daily order block. We're under another daily order block above us. I mean, it doesn't entice me to start investing money into the market right here. I did buy some alts down here, like I told you. It was a beautiful spot. The daily hit an order block. But my main interest right now is to see what happens to BTC when we take the liquidity at the July high, if we could even go that high. If not, I do predict that we're going to go down to $58,000, which is going to be this particular area over here. I want to see what happens to BTC when we get back to $58,000. I can't see us going up from here without retesting 58,000. In the event that we do, I think we're going to go in for a deviation and then collapse. To me, this does not seem like it's the start to a bull trend yet. Keep in mind what I've discussed in the previous video. Labor Day weekend. Every single Labor Day weekend that we've had in the past couple of years or 4 or 5 years has been a pivotal move. It's been a pivotal move where a trend starts. A new trend starts in Q4. So let's just hope that this trend that we're going to have right now in Q4 is not bearish. Because if it is, we're going to be dumping until January and February again, man. And these altcoins are going to get clobbered. So if you take in consideration what happened in the last couple of years, the bottom to the top of quarter to quarter play, we had an 100% move in 2023. 200% move or whatnot in 2024. These were up. Top to bottom. Oh, shoot. Sorry. Top to bottom for 2022. 73%. And then over here, 500%. So I'm looking for this right here. I want this. I don't care about any of it. I want this particular move. I want whatever happened in 2021, Labor Day, I want it to happen again. That is what I'm focused on. And I'm going to color this panel green because this is exactly what we need. We need this particular pattern to play out. And this could potentially play out if we get a proper reset. I just don't think it's going to happen. Right? That's what I'm looking for. Back to the charts. All right. Oscillator wise, if you look at the weekly, this to me does not really start a bull trend. They're all pointing down. So until we get a full-blown reset where this comes up and crosses back above it, I can't see us starting a bull trend at all. This is a beautiful bullish pattern over here, which is going to be a nice little spike to the top side. RSX is putting in the same particular bullish pattern, should spike to the top side. I just can't see this being a multi-month uptick. Let me delete all this, minimize that. Let's get rid of this. Boom. Okay. Now look, I'll get rid of this too. Weekly supply. Where's the weekly supply? It is between 63,400 and 70,000. We are right up against that weekly supply zone. Again, another further confluence indicating that we could potentially get rejected here all the way up to $66,000 and then head back down. If we do happen to head back down and we break 58,000 on a daily close, we're going to go a lot lower. I still think that it is healthy to go down before up. These monthly candles do not look good to me. Look at the 2-month candle, right? Look how small these are. They're all just small body candles, big wicks. That does not look good to me at all. Zero. Hold on. Check this out. Two month. Right? We can't even close a 2-month candle above a body, above the previous wick. We can't. Even all-time high we can't. We haven't done it yet. So again, this could potentially be reaccumulation, and I'm completely wrong. I don't want to steer people wrong, but I'm playing it safe. If I am wrong, I'm content. I'm going to ride all the altcoins that I currently have in my bag originally that I rolled back down. I ride them back up. You know, so it is what it is. That's how I'm playing BTC. I'm not complicating. I'm looking at it from a quarterly to quarterly basis, and I'm looking at it from a there we go, liquidity perspective. Okay, TMA right on the money, right? Tapped it. We all knew that this was going to offer a what's it called, a reaction, right? Right on the money. Tapped it, moved up. But the main TMA that I'm looking for is down here, guys. This one, the 2-week. The 2-week TMA should be the deciding factor of if all-time high is going to come or not, for me personally. When we came last year down here and we tapped the 2-week TMA, we got rejected by the weekly and we broke down and created a bear market. When we do happen to come down here, say we do something like this, right? Whatever. We come back down here and we test this out. When we go back up to test the weekly TMAs, again, don't forget, guys, I'm using my wrong hand. If we get above this, when we retest it, all-time highs are coming 100%. I just can't see it happening without going back down to touch the 2-week. That's all. And the longer we take, the better it is, right? Because the longer we chop and go sideways, the higher this mark's going to come. Right now, we're at 41. When I made my I think 2 videos ago, we were at 36 or 37,000. So everything still looks good. Otherwise, I mean, to me, personally speaking, I'm going to start accumulating. There's no difference. Everything to me is there's no difference in gameplay. I'm not expecting BTC to go down to 30s or like not 30s. I'm sorry, to 20s. If we do happen to get a wick down to $36,000, that's valid for me. Keep in mind, the most important level that you need to always have on your chart, no matter what happens, is the yearly open. Make sure that the yearly open is active on your charts. Where's the yearly open? Let's open this thing up right now. Yearly open. Okay, beautiful. Right there. You're the 42,000. So make sure that this is identified on your charts. Make it any color you want. There is no way that BTC will not get a reaction if it does happen to go to the yearly open. I'm telling you, there's going to be a massive reaction if we ever go down. I'm not saying we will, but if we go down there, there's going to be a very good reaction. Keep that in mind. Okay, so identify it, stick it on your charts, make it a different color. I'll post this chart in the Discord so you guys can see it. And that's it, man. This is my chart, man. I don't complicate it, guys. I've been killing it with stocks. I've been dabbling more into stocks because it's been a lot easier for me. The indicators work just as great in stocks. I never really allocated any time to the stock market, but now I am because BTC is still like jerking off over here. And I'm just being patient. I'm just being patient. Play quarterly to quarterly, man. You don't have to go crazy. You don't have to be in every single trade. BTC is not going to go up without you, you know? Technically speaking, it could, but just can't see it happening yet, you know? And if we do happen to get up here, it's going to deviate in my eyes, go to between 80, 85,000, and then collapse. It's going to go for a liquidity run. There's way too much open space below us. This is way too much open space, guys. Way too much open space to not fill anything. Way too much open space. Where's Bitstamp? Bitstamp. There you go. You know, like we haven't had one black 2-month candle on the 7 days. On the 7 days left on 2-month candle. We had one right here, right before we broke out. We had a pretty black 2-month candle, right? At this end over here, we haven't had any either, at all. But what do we do different here? We had the Chinese dump, top, came back. So we've been literally green candles since January of 2023. We haven't had one black candle, man. Maybe this shooting star over here, but it doesn't count. Stay safe, guys. I'm not trying to sound bearish. Overall, the market will go relatively a lot higher. It will go a lot higher. I'm just being patient. And keep in mind, the yearly open is a significant level. You should always have it on your chart. You could even put in a trend line. These little dots are the yearly opens from the past, okay? You could do something like this, which is more logical than not. So if we do happen to come back down, we're going to be anywhere between, the longer it takes for us to dump, the higher we're going to be. So if we dump in Q4, we're going to be somewhere in the low 40 range. Or you could do something even worse, which is going to be grab the one all the way down here and go all the way up here, which is probably going to be a lot worse of a dump because it will bring us down to 30s. Again, don't forget, when we ended up losing this accumulation range, or sorry, consolidation range, you can't assume that we're not going to go retest the bottom range, man. You cannot assume that. You can't. So this whole cluster down here, you can't assume that we're not going to go retest this. Again, I don't want to sound too bearish, but all these yearly opens have been retested, guys. All of them. They've all been retested, right? This has been retested. This has been retested. This has been retested. This has not been tested yet, right? So just keep in mind, and we haven't tested the COVID one either. We're not going back down there. Down here, it's crazy. It's not gonna happen. If it does, not the COVID one, I'm sorry, the most recent dump. I apologize. If it does happen that we do happen to go down here, then that's gonna be just super bear market. Hold on. Yeah, so just draw these lines on your chart and just assume that, hey, until we can start closing quarterly candles above these lines, likelihood we're going to go a little lower. And a lot of influencers are assuming that we're going to start the uptrend now. Yeah, we could potentially start it now, right? Could definitely start going all the way up to like 85,000. But if that happens, I think that we're going to end up coming right back down to 40s. We're just not reset enough. That's what's worrisome, you know? Like the monthly hasn't even histo-fired yet, guys. I wish I was wrong, and I hope I'm wrong. I hope I am wrong. Otherwise, guys, stay safe, trade safe. I'll put the chart in the Discord. And any questions you guys might have, just DM me. Again, real quick summary. I'm expecting, if we do happen to go take out July high, we're likely going to go for the quarterly, which is going to be this high right here. Oops. Let's do it over here. Which is going to go to be this blue line over here at 72.7. If we go and we take the previous quarterly high, likelihood is we're going for a deviation, right? Deviation, and then we're going to probably go back down. Other than that, I'm on the sidelines. I'm waiting for a dump down to 58,000. If we go down to 58,000, I will assume that the indicators will have a decent enough reset to allocate more capital to the market. If the $58,000 mark comes and the oscillators look like shit, I am not allocating more capital. And then I'm going to wait for a lot lower, which is going to be anywhere between $40,000 and $44,000, ideally yearly open. That is how I'm playing it right now. Hopefully I'm wrong, and I'm going to go to all-time highs from here without a deviation. Guys, cheers. Trade safe. Questions, feel free to DM me. What just happened?